Hello, cherry lovers. We're out here today. We've been working hard all day, and I'll take you along and show you what's going on. So stay tuned. And if you look in the background, look at how beautiful blue skies. It's been a 78-degree day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful out. So stay tuned, and you'll get to see what we've done today. Hello, cherry lovers. Today's going to be a little bit different. While you're watching this video, I have a few stories I would like to tell you about how I acquired the farm, how I've always wanted to do a farm. So I thought I'd just do a little bit different thing while you guys are watching. But first, I wanted to thank Ron. We purchased a tractor from Ron, our friend, and we sure do appreciate that tractor. You made our life a whole lot easier by letting us purchase a tractor, and we sure do love it, because if we didn't have that tractor, I'm telling you what, we would be in a mess. We would have to work extra hard, and boy, has that been a lifesaver. So Ron, thank you very much for purchasing your tractor. We are going to make a lot of use of it. So anyways, as you guys watch the video, I got a few stories I want to tell, so I thought I would go ahead and tell you guys this during this video. So years ago, when I was probably real young, my dad was still alive, and we used to ride snowmobiles all over the place. We used to come down on this property, and at that time there was no house, there was no nothing on it, and we were, I don't know, I was about 14, 15, and I always told my dad when we come down here, we used to jump our snowmobiles and motorcycles on this property, because it was dished out. They had it kind of bulldozed out where the cabin sits there, and I always told him, Dad, I'm gonna purchase this land one day. And my dad says, son, by the time you get old enough to purchase this land, it'll be sold. So, to make a long story short, he called me one day, way, good 27 years ago, and he said, son, you know that land you told me that you wanted to buy? And I said, yeah. He says, it's for sale. Needless to say, I got in the car, me and the wife that day, didn't go to work, went up and we told them that we wanted it, and a week later it was ours. So to make a long story short, this is how the farm basically started. And I mean, I've always wanted a farm, and so for years we didn't do anything. We just came up and we built the cabin, which you've seen, and we just wanted to, have a place in the woods and all that kind of stuff. Well then, a few years back, I decided that, hey, maybe I want to do something with just some of this land instead of nothing. So, and I've always wanted to be a farm, do something on a farm, like produce vegetables, fruit, whatever. And I decided, well, I asked the wife, are you willing to go through with and go ahead and we'll clear some land and we'll see what we can do. Well, that's what we did. Hi, Joyce. So anyways, what you're seeing is basically right now is what we cleared to start the forest, or start the fruit forest. And there was a lady, she's passed now, but she said to us when we were at home, back at the other house, she asked if you guys ever considered having a high tunnel. She knew somebody that lived in the city, and the government, the USDA, was giving out high tunnels. And did we want to look into it? And I said, sure, if it's free. So we looked into that, and sure enough, that's the guy up there told us yes, and we went through all the red tape and everything. So we got these high tunnels. Of course, at that time, we didn't know we were going to put cherry trees under the high tunnels. So I just planted all the cherry trees first. Well, when you went ahead and bought these 30 by 96 high tunnels, yeah, they're not the right, the right width from the rows that I got. That's why they're a little off. And then next year, I'm going to have to transplant the ones that are right up on the second high tunnel. I'm going to have to move that. So, like I said, I never really. I wanted to start a farm, but never really dreamed that my farm would come this far. We've come a long way on the farm. As you can see in the video right there, it took us, me and Joyce, a week to clear that forest out because that land right there was a forest. And now we got apple trees. And we're hoping that the apple trees are going to do fairly good. So that's where, like I said, I always wanted to do a farm, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. And Joyce came on board. We've been trying to do everything right and learn as we go along. So I guess I was just trying to put this out to say to you guys that anybody out there that ever decides that, hey, they want to start a farm or do anything, don't be afraid to reach out, try and do it. If it's your dream, try it. Don't stop until you succeed, because, like I said, I'm 62 years old and I've always wanted to do this. So I decided, back when I was 50-some years old, that this is what I was going to do. And as it is, you guys can see it's turning out, and you can see that we finally got the water lines in, and they're all working good. The trees seem to be improving. So, yeah, I just thought I'd sit and talk to you guys and tell you the dreams that I had. Not so much what Joyce had, but she's on board now, and we definitely, like I said, we're loving what we're seeing. Definitely it worked. I'm not going to tell you guys it isn't work. You guys don't always see the hard work and the sweat and the grind that me and Joyce do, because a lot of times we come in the evening and we're sitting in a chair and we are wore out. But do we enjoy this? Yes, we do. Can't wait for the fruits of our labors? Yeah, we sure can. So, anyways, we got a lot that's still got to go on. Like I say, this video, right, what you're looking at right now, all has to be cleared and stumped, just in case the apple trees inside don't make it. From the looks of things, they might, but I still got those 60 more trees coming next year that the nursery said they would send just in case, which they're a very good, reputable nursery. But I got all that going on. Of course, looking all out back there, like I was just looking out there, that's where we pick all of our blueberries. Man, the forest is just riddled with them. I mean, it's a good year for wild blueberries, and that's where Joyce is getting all of her blueberries for her recipes. That you guys have already seen one by now by this video, and she's got a few more coming out. But like I said, the 5 acres that we have here, we're going to leave the rest of the 3.5 acres wooded, and this side we're going to produce every kind of fruit that we can think of. And we're just hoping and praying that the good Lord blesses us with all this good stuff. And so far, everything's worked out. There's been some hiccups, as you guys, if anybody's been watching the videos, can see that I've had to return water lines. We've had issues with trees, bugs, and a lot of other things. Like I said, there's a lot of things that still have to get done, and we're still working on it. But it's coming along, and the farm, like I said, if you go back to when we first started, it's coming along long. Oh man, I mean, it's just unbelievable, the road we've traveled so far, and it's really, really coming the way we want it. But we're not there yet, folks. We're not there at all. Like I said, Joyce is, when we're up there, she works like crazy. I mean, I can't take all the credit, because if it wasn't for her pushing me sometimes, yeah, she says, hey Larry, we got to get doing this, and I'll say, well, we can do it tomorrow, or whatever. She doesn't know. We got to get it done. But there's my octopus for my water lines, and that's running all that well right there runs all the irrigation for all areas, apples and cherries and both high tunnels. And it's done an excellent job. It's only an inch and a half well. We put out probably 3,300 gallons or more water a day on the trees to keep them watered because we have sandy soil. But like I said, we got a lot going on. Hopefully a high tunnel going right there next year. And some of them trees right there had some bad winter damage. I mean, the winter damage causes the roots to freeze. A lot of times they don't survive, but some of them have. Some of them are looking still real sick because of such a hard and cold winter we had. Underneath the high tunnel, they had some winter damage, and they're improving and they're really coming along great compared to outside. Of course, like I always say, when you look underneath number one high tunnel, the trees are doing great. So we're really hoping and praying for next year that we get some cherries and everything will be okay. We don't have a rough spring, but all that mulch has to go on. Every area where apples, cherries, and everything, we're going to spread that all out before winter. It all has to be cleaned out. So that's what we plan on doing. And like I said, as we go along, you guys come along with us, you'll get to see all that happens. But Joyce cleaned up all this. I mean, it was amazing what she's done here. And she sweat her hind end off, people. I mean, you guys, I have to give her credit. You guys have to give her credit. She has done a wonderful job. So, as I said before, you guys like and subscribe. Thumbs up. We appreciate you. Of course, as you can see, we're getting ready to have a pretty good dinner. We're going to have chicken and mashed potatoes. My brother's going to come down and we're going to eat chicken and mashed potatoes and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to eat well. So I thank you guys for coming along, and I appreciate you guys. And as always, like I said, you're all our cherry lovers, and we love you guys stopping by. And hey, tell some people about us. We'd love to see you here. Okay, bye now.